the primary functionality that a trading desk, that I'm familiar with would be using that for is like calendars, right? Mm-hmm. So the online calendars are very robust, and they have a lot of critical information, especially like, who the broker is, when the deal is supposed to price, and then the historical stuff. So as far as like it saves all the pricing for historical deals for secondary issues like we were just talking about. What was the discount that those came at, and what's the average discount by industry over the last 2 years, and why one reason a buy-side trader could use that is when we're the selling shareholder, right? So if we get some outrageous size of stock to buy, right, we will stock for sale. We'll do our own TCA and say, as long as it's not like an event stock, like we're selling 10 million shares or a month's worth of volume in a stock on a down like 10% day because they reported earnings or they had a product cancellation or some adverse condition arose. The stock was already under a ton of pressure. I'm talking about let's say a stock's ridden, we made a good buy at 10, the stock's doubled, we want to take the risk off, the analyst doesn't see any more upside, and there's no catalyst down the pipe for like 3 years. You follow me so far?
Sure, absolutely.
So we would say, okay, where should we price this? And we have, transaction cost analysis tools that help us with that. But we would also want to know, of the last several deals that came in this category, what was the discount? Who are you familiar with the term league table?
Right.
Are you familiar with the term league table?
Yeah. No, we're familiar with that. Just by way of background, I used to head RG Niederhoffer Capital Management Global Macro Hedge Fund, so I'm familiar with that. We're trying to basically understand,
Sure.
how you think about it.
If you came over for consumer or something, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. So anyway, we would say, okay, of the last, let's say this company was like an industrial distributor or something. We'll say, okay, who brought the last 4 deals in industrial distribution, and what was the market discount for those? Where did they price those deals? So it gives you some sort of reference point, right? Or if the last 3 deals came in the last 2 years and they all priced at like a 5% discount, like I don't want the broker to just call me and say, hey, it's 650 basis points.
Right.
Like, well,
so basically, it's almost like pre-trade analytics and stuff like that, understanding where the market is, what the expectations are on that side. You're doing your homework on that side, and it seems like these online platforms can help you. First of all, you said calendars. Understanding, the pricing of historical deals, the discounts there, and when you have a discussion with the sell side, you're just better educated.
Exactly, and again, they're very, very helpful. So that would be a case of using it on the sell side. When you're trying to sell a stock. Let's reverse it. So when you're trying to buy, let's say I've got a month's worth of volume to buy. It's like, well. Let's go in and see does the company have a shelf? Who was the last broker that did a deal with them, right? That would know where the bodies lie if somebody wants to come out of the stock, or can put us in an over-the-wall situation if the company is willing or interested in doing a secondary with us.
Got it. And so, are there still uses though for such platforms, you think, in the future? It sounds to me like you can never, substitute out that human component, getting that color. I think unless you see the market going in the direction of just auctions, in which case I think the very big asset managers are going to be a little upset because they don't have as much influence. It's just a blind auction. You go in there, the allocations are done pro rata to the most competitive bidders, and then color is irrelevant at that point in time. But it's not the way the market works today. So in that respect, go ahead.
I'll tell you that people have been trying to do this Dutch auction process for 20 years.
Yeah.
What was the last big one? Was it Spotify that came, or?
Yeah, they did a direct